You're on a pretty good roll right now. How would you stop Malkin?
Probably try to take his knee out at the hash mark. I think that would be my guess.
Oh, of course I'm mad because I'm just doing my job. I don't know why he mad, you know. I'm just control puck and shoot and defenseman cross check to my back, and I'm a little bit touched rolls, and I don't know why he punched my face, but it's good. It's great job, you know. It's tough game, you know, and we do a great job on offense as well.
Hello, Penguins fans. My name is Josh Yohe. I'm joined by the great Joe Starkey. 8-1 Penguins, Joe. Quite a day at the Consol Energy Center. You know, 8-1 might sound boring, but there was nothing boring about this game. And let's get right to the main event. The goal of Evgeny Malkin scored, the second of his 3 goals. One of the great goals we've seen in this building, and I think one of the great goals of his career.
I asked him about it afterwards. I said, was that one of the great goals of your career? And he said, yes, I think it was. You know, you feel lucky to be in the building when a elite player, a great player, scores one of his signature goals. I immediately thought of Jágr down, well, not in this building, but down at that end of the ice, on his stomach, swatting a puck out of midair against Ron Hextall. You think of a Crosby goal, you think of a Lemieux goal. You just feel lucky to be here for that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It reminded me of the goal in Malkin's rookie year. Say hi to the Zamboni, everyone. He didn't wave back.
Not very friendly.
You'll remember Malkin, his 4th or 5th game of his career against New Jersey, scored that great goal against Brodeur. And
yeah.
He's had a few beauties, and that was fun to watch. And Dwayne Roloson will probably never cheap shot Malkin again because Malkin was angry, and you could see by the look on Malkin's face after his first goal, he gave Roloson a stare down, and Malkin afterwards said, "I wanted him to see my face." He's getting quite quotable, Malkin, all of a sudden. And speaking of centers, Jordan Staal, a guy you'll be writing about in today's paper, boy, he always seems to be overshadowed, and Malkin overshadowed him again, but 2 goals. He has 21 goals in 41 games, Joe. This guy's on fire.
I just talked to Tony Granato, assistant coach, about Jordan Staal, and he said, you know what, with sit out, he realizes he needs to become more of an offensive force. A lot of factors have combined to make Jordan Staal what he is now, which is a goal scorer, right? I mean, you have to say that. He's averaging a goal every 2 games. He comes out today, gets a power play goal, a shorthanded goal, and even strength assists, wins 14 of 22 faceoffs, and he can't get the #1 star. He's not the story of the game because of Gino, but you know what? I think he actually likes it that way. But quietly, he has been spectacular when he's been in there.
Yeah, he certainly has, and Dwayne Roloson was spectacular last year in the playoffs, but he didn't have Evgeny Malkin to contend with, Joe. It goes without saying that series would have been different had Malkin played, but what would have happened last spring if Malkin played, in your opinion?
Well, first of all, it seemed like today was the reverse. Was it Game 5 where Tampa Bay came in here and blew them out?
Saturday afternoon, just like that.
Yeah, it was basically the reverse of that. Plus, you have James Neal now at a different level. You have Staal at a different level. You've got a power play that really looks like it knows what it's doing.
Right.
But yeah, simply with Malkin, I mean, obviously that series would have been way different. And anybody who doubted that he is the best player in the world got a stark reminder today. No pun intended.
That was very good, Joe.
Thank
and
you.
Boy, it was an 8-1 blowout, but Marc-Andre Fleury was great in this game. Stopped Stamkos on a breakaway, stopped St. Louis on a breakaway. This team's playing really well right now, Joe. I've asked you this before, I'll ask you again. Are they good enough right now to not make a deal before Monday's deadline, or would you still like to see something?
They're good enough to make a run at the Cup without Sid, but they still need, I think, some tweaks. I think Ray Shero needs to give this group, if Crosby's not here, this group its best chance to win a Cup. And I still think there's some areas they could get better in. Maybe a backup goaltender, maybe a little scoring depth, maybe a center in case Sid doesn't get back, maybe an offensive-minded center type, and maybe a big body on defense. Those are all areas I would look at if I was Ray Shero.
Well, from everything we've heard, the Penguins aren't in talks with anyone right now, at least not serious talks. Shero doesn't love the market, but boy, that could change in the next 48 hours. We all know this is a very unpredictable time of year.
Has he ever said that he loves the market, though, going into the trade deadline? I love the market, and I'm definitely going to make a deal. He says the same thing all the time, but I hear what you're saying.
And that's why he's one of the best in the business. He's not going to tip his hand. We know that. Well, the next 48 hours, Joe, should be very interesting. We will keep you updated on everything. www.triblive.com. That's where you need to go.
We're following him for the next 48 hours. Is that right? Justin Labar, the video guy, following Josh Yohe on trade deadline. You can read it at triblive.com.
Well,
yes.
Gee, thanks for the plug, Joe. I appreciate that. Another game tomorrow. Those Columbus Blue Jackets are in town, 1 o'clock tomorrow. Sounds like 2 more points might be coming for Joe. I'm Josh Yohe. This is Trip Total Media.